So, it's been a bear market this year. It's a bull market the last year, so y'all can't get greedy. Federal Reserve said they're raising interest rates. First time since 2018. Russia and Ukraine, they just going at it. Yeah, it's just, we expect shit just to keep going down, but shit's going up now. I'm taking this opportunity to trim my profits, get out the riskier shits, get into more safer shits, buy the dip in some stocks, So Chinese stocks have been getting hit the past over a year now, really. One great stock that shouldn't be this low, Alibaba. Now, China made sure their company went down, and it went down too much, and I think they knew that, so they started backing up these companies, saying, we're done with this communist shit, we gotta do some capital shit, we need some growth for our economy. And it worked. Stocks responded like shit, they started jumping. Not just that, then Alibaba said, we're raising our buyback from $15 billion to $25 billion, and that's just a great sign. And then they started going to work with that. On March 18th, they bought back $9.2 billion of their stock already. It's looking good for Chinese stocks, especially Alibaba. It's looking good now. Now, Uber and yellow cabs. Uber's been doing great, but it's not time for growth stocks. That earnings like that. It's not such time for stocks. But people say it might be Uber's year. They killing shit against Lyft. They got Uber Eats, that's killing shit. And now they got yellow cabs. They're just trying to run shit with this little transportation, and they really are. Now, Berkshire Hathaway, it's a great time for stocks like that. They love value stocks. They're an insurance company, and they bought an insurance company. Now, Warren Buffett, he had $140 billion just in cash and a little set aside for his portfolio. Everyone was like, when did this dude go buy anything? Yeah, everything was overvalued, so he was not with that. He didn't buy stock. He made a good deal too with this. This little picture over here shows other insurance companies and past little deals they made. And when you take in consideration of the price per book and price for earnings, Berkshire Hathaway had a better deal than all of these other insurance companies. Now, everyone's saying, "Oh, we had the highest inflation since the '80s and all that," but let's look on the bright side. U.S. jobless claims is at its lowest since '69. So, not only are we bad on one side, we're good on one aspect. That's showing monetary policy and fiscal policy is doing its thing, and hey, one side of the economy is all right. Now, not just that, we looking for growth in an economy like this, and the government said, we're going to work with Bitcoin. We're trying to be a capitalistic company. We're not trying to be this communist shit like China banning shit. Now it's time for them to talk about weed stocks. And once they said, it's looking like we're going to pass legislation on exporting like research and all this stuff, they're showing like a future of weed, and not just like states wide. This is like a federal thing now. So weed stocks responded great to this. Tilray went up like 20%. So with inflation just skyrocketing, you want to be in companies that can turn this inflation into their friend and raise their prices on their products. Now, General Mills, you guys know, that's a little grocery store like products. That's perfect. They can raise their prices, and it's a conservative industry to be in. Everyone's still gonna be buying these cereals and bullshit, and probably more than ever now because they ain't going out to eat because shit is overpriced, So this stock it's time for it to strive now. They beat expectations in earnings and revenue, and they haven't really got hit with this correction. General Mills, man, y'all gotta be on the lookout now. Movado, this is a retail company that's just quality, really, all around. This shit in Switzerland, like, it's just a quality ass government, Movado, look at that shit. Come on. Now this is just impressive. They beat expectations in EPS. They thought it was going to be 0.8. That shit was 1.32. Like, that's just impressive. Now, revenue, they also beat expectations by a mile, too. Net sales in the U.S., it grew by almost 20%. Internationally, it grew by almost 13%. The stock looks like, in its technical analysis, too, it's not really overbought. It's Now, Nike. It's been getting hit a little bit with this correction, but hey, like, Nike's always going to be fighting, Now, it beat expectations in earnings and revenue, of course. And people are thinking, oh shit, like, Nike, it's all around. Russia's going through a bad time, they have to have some stores out in Russia. They actually got 116 stores in Russia, and that's only 2% of their sales. So people are actually worried about the wrong shit. Now China, that's 19% of their sales. And China being a communist country, they have been not fucking with their businesses really that much. But like I said, they might be. But hey, in Foot Locker too, they also said they ain't doing business with Nike no more and shit. Nike don't need Foot Locker, and Nike also don't need these other countries. So Nike taking a correction, buy the dip. Nio. Now that's another Chinese company but that shit is just getting hit. It's in a sector though that's EV. Everybody was hyped up with that EV shit. It had crazy gains during these past 2 years, so it's coming back down to reality. Now it beat expectations in revenue. It met expectations in loss per ADR, and its deliveries was right around, you know, what it was expected to be. But the future, like, it's looking like it's slowing down a little bit. But hey, like, this is an early company, it's a growth time, it's new, so of course it's expected the stock's gonna get hit a little bit. But hey, it's a top EV company right there. Now Adobe everyone thought this would be like a safe tech like company, but it's been getting hit recently. The correction hit it, and then after this earnings report, even though like it beat expectations in earnings and revenue, it still went down like a couple percent after reporting this, mainly because it said it's expecting like its annual revenue for this year to decrease by 75 million, and that's mainly because like Russia problem. You see, why can't people just